And here again, back for another video, everybody. Yeah, what? Okay. I'm gonna piggyback off what I was saying in my first video about Frontier, Commander, Popper, and all that kind of stuff. I feel like I feel like a lot of like Frontier, Commander, Popper. I feel like need to be pushed a lot more. I feel like those three are actually really good ideas. Even though I know Frontier isn't awesome to people, but I feel like it's a good idea. But I wanted to piggyback off what I was saying. It was like, if it's done right and can be done correctly, and if like people did research with people and find and like really like dove in to really understand, like, because I've had an argument with people about Frontier because I felt like Frontier was an awesome idea, and especially when I saw a few of the deck techs for it. Now, one of them, I'm actually going to make a deck out of it because I just think it's fun, but it's not going to be a Frontier deck. It's going to be a Golgari Elf Panharmonicon. Now, most people know what Panharmonicon does. 4 mana artifact. If an artifact or creature enters the battlefield and has a triggered ability, it triggers twice. Now, that elf deck is actually Shaman of the Pact, triggers twice without any elves you control. By turn 3, maybe turn 2, depending on what kind of deck you make, you can have Panharmonicon out, and then from then on, it's just nasty. So there are cards like that, and I like that. I like how you can come up with something like that, and it actually could be somewhat viable. I mean, there was control decks, there was like artifact decks. I mean, there's so many cards from like the older set that would work. I mean, Ravel Master, Hordenly Outburst, like I was saying before. Like a black green counters deck is stupid. Hardened Scales? Are you serious? Anything from like cons that had to do with counters, like Hardened Scales or anything like that, those decks would be monstrous. Those decks would be really mean. Like you can even make a viable warrior deck. Like I just thought about that because there were warriors in the older sets, but then there's actually some warriors in the new sets, and put those together is just stupid. I have a warrior deck I wanted to do. I wanted to do a Rakdos warrior deck because I've done like a Mardu version of it, and it worked. It was slow. It was so slow. So I don't think I want to do that. And Popper I think Popper is something that is amazing. I feel like Popper can be elevated a little more because not many people know how to just come up with something or come up with commons. Like they don't really know what to do. And I feel like Popper is something easy for everybody to get in. It's affordable. I think any format can be affordable. If you're thinking for fun, if you want to win, okay, it's understandable that you need to pay probably $200 or more just to find a viable deck. But I feel like if you just want to have fun or do something different, or even just check out the meta, I feel like you can make a budget deck with whatever you have and just buy the cards that would synergize with the deck more, play it, see if it works, tweak it, ask people about it, that type of thing. I feel like people need to do that more. I need to do that more. It's, trust me, I need to start going to stores and stuff more for sure. But that's how I've always felt. I felt like people can, if we all were able to work together and be able to pull this off, it would work. It would work very well, and I feel like that'd just be awesome. So that's one thing I wanted to talk about. And then I wanted to talk about some new stuff that came out today. I took a look-see at some Commander 2017. I'm very excited for this set. I was going to get the Commander Anthology only because it's just 4 Commander decks that I could just whip out and play whenever I feel like it. That's just kind of how I feel about the Commanders, because I feel like I can do that. So I feel like that's a really, really good idea. But I think the new Commander 2017 is going to be really good because tribes have been something that people been wanting, and the cat one is the one I'm foremost very interested in, to be completely honest with everybody. I think the cat idea is smart. I kind of wanted to do hold on a sec, people. What I wanted to do is actually try and get Do, 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 do. Sorry, people. I have to multitask. I know. I know. But no, I want. I just feel like all these things need to be pushed more. I feel like they all need to be pushed more. I feel like they all need to be made out a little better. I feel like there's a lot, and I feel like it'll just get better with time. Um, hopefully I'm gonna do some research and talk to a few more people about like how they feel about certain sets and stuff. But I want to do it my way, I guess. My way, when I say girl, 'cause I'm in control. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, I know. So we have that. Then there's also a few other awesome decks I have in mind. I've been working on for like modern. I don't really do vintage or legacy. Those are expensive as hell. From what I know, it seems like those two are the most expensive, and that's what pisses me off the most is that they're so expensive that not everybody can play unless you're like a hardcore modern player, which a lot of people are. But there's a lot of people who've played longer than I have and put in a lot more work and effort for cards. Like me, I had to chart. I started off cheaply. I started off with I know they only happen in certain states, but in my state they did these $10 random box. There's like 40 rares in there of like random, and then there's like commons and uncommons. So it's like $10 for like 500 cards, or maybe a little more. I think something like that. I would spend damn near like 20 to 50, maybe even more on just those boxes, because a lot of the cards that I pulled out that work and that I need, I pulled out of those boxes. Like sometimes they don't pay attention to what they put in there, and they put in some good shit. I'm gonna start doing with the guy who the YouTube channel Booster Buys, I believe. I like what he does. I like that he buys different stuff for cheap and then flips them for profit because he finds a lot of cards. And I think he stays in California, so it makes it a little easier to find people who don't want their cards because it's a way bigger state. In Minnesota, there's not many. I found one person, he wants like $1,000 for his entire collection, and it's just like, I don't know anybody who could do that. I wouldn't spend $1,000 on a collection. I'll probably make more out of it, but I still don't want to take that chance. As I post. And so I've always was thinking about that, and I think I want to start doing that more because I feel like that's a great idea. It's smart, it's innovative. I mean, it helps spread cards, give the wealth. I have like a tote of cards that I've been wanting to get rid of. I actually have a binder of rares that are just somewhat crap rares that I've been wanting to get rid of. I don't want to flip them. I feel like flipping them would be okay, but I feel like I wouldn't get much for them because they're crap. But I feel like there's some kids or some people that might actually be able to use them to don't really play much, and I just wanted to be. I want to be nice because I've given a few people some cards in the past, or just like, oh, you can take it, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to be nice. Like, I'm not a mean person in Magic. Like, not everybody is. So, and I was just fairly excited um, to see like the new Commander 2017. No spoilers. Ixalan. Spoilers are fucking dinosaurs and pirates. Who would have fucking thought? So awesome. But it's there's all types of different stuff, and I love it. I love all this. I love how Magic is becoming. I love what it's doing, and it's just makes me happy. I just want to find a good community and some people that really love this game and want to make this game their life, and start just doing some more research. So that's what my plan is. So I want to thank you guys. I know this was a little weird. It's kind of like a blog thing because I was multitasking here, but I want to thank you guys. Please like and subscribe. I want to do more videos here, and I'll probably get a deck tech going here once I get it fucking finished, y'all. Thank you. Mo-NaN out.